We're back and we're doing some Rogue Trader here. We're going to land here in Dargonis and kind of finish what we started. Alright, let's go here. So, I think we have a couple things to do here, but who knows, maybe not. Alright, let's go on in here. Alright, let's see. Alright. Nothing really here, it doesn't look like. Your Lordship, I hope your stay on Dragonis will be beneficial to your physical and mental state. I understand that the heir to the Protectorate must have their hands full, but one shouldn't forget about rest. Let me report. The esteemed navigators of House Orsilio have taken residence in the guest estate and await meeting with you. How would you like to receive them? Oh. Well, we're going to do that, I guess. Understood, Lordship. Coming to you promptly makes another data slate. Would you like to hold this meeting shortly? Then I'll have messengers sent to receive the esteemed guest. Oh, we're taking a team. That doesn't sound good, does it? Sounds like we're going to have a fight. Maybe not, but sounds like it's more than just a meeting. Oh no, a parade. That means we're going to be attacked. Esteemed representative, House Orsilio on Aranto Orsilio. Aranto. His companions, Lady Glaciria Orsilio, Navigator Liaso Orsilio, and the intended bride, Lady Navigator Alexandria Orsilio, Lady Navigator Elena Hertaria Orsilio, and Navigator Danex Orsilio. A tall, wizened old man proudly stares at you with milky and blinking eyes. Loose skin sways in his every move. as if the navigator's flesh had detached from his bones. An unsightly hole mars the regent's face where his nose should be, and the old man's skull is covered with spiky growths. Well, that sounds great. Rogue trader, the regent's piercing voice cuts through the silence. On behalf of House Orsilio, we would like to express our immense satisfaction at this meeting, and our gratitude for the warm welcome. It pleases us to know that there are still lords in Koronus Expanse who observe etiquette and the traditions of hospitality. And yet, this is not why we're here. Our grace is obliged to note that how much the rogue trader has done for House Orsilio by protecting his beloved child. We've waited for many turns to behold her radiant visage. The regent shifts his unblinking gaze to Cassia. Come now, child. There is much we need to discuss. Cassia steps forward, but then stops and looks at you. As long as nod wordlessly. Listen. The regent pensively scratches his scant beard with webbed fingers. I suppose we can tolerate that. After all, it was you who rescued the child. If so, tell us what exactly happened on your X5. The renegades among your people seized control of the station and tried to kill Lady Navigator. They didn't get away with it. In that case, House Orsilio is deeply indebted to the rogue trader, and we are willing to reciprocate such a magnanimous gesture. We trust that a treaty of friendship and alliance underpinned by the transfer of several artifacts of exceeding rarity will suffice. I mean, you're going to give me stuff? That's cool. Now, come child, it is time we departed for your new home, so that you may finish what we started. He stretches out his withered hand, covered in translucent leathery membranes, toward Cassia. Cassia, I would be honored if you decided to stay. Unthinkable.
Don't just stand there. Help the rogue trader defend the child in the palace.
I would have thought that I would get attacked here.
Down with Tisiphone's tyranny! Kill the girl!
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
None of you shall survive!
Oh yeah, I've got stacks from them. So who are my enemies? That is the question. Oh, over here. Okay. Well, let's see. So what we want. So we're gonna put. Into here. This is probably not the best place to put her. We're gonna put her right there. And then I'm gonna put her here. Unfortunately, he has to move over here, which is not good. And then Pascal will be right here, I guess. Actually, we don't. Oh, let's not put Pascal there. Let's put Pascal here. Right here. Stupid warden in the way. We're gonna put him here. Alright. So now.
I'm afraid not. If I may?
Huh, that seems shorter. I think I did that wrong, but that's okay. Wait, what? Yeah, that was weird.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
die with grace, at least.
Yeah, we're gonna take one out at least.
I've suffered worse.
The bad thing about these is the allies being in the way.
Stop trying,
No.
monkey. I move as if unseen.
I thought they'd take more damage than that.
This tedium is beneath me. I understand your intent. If it serves your cause. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
I feel like I'm not doing near the damage that I usually do. Wow, dude.
Duty go hand in hand.
How did he hit him that hard?
High momentum.
Who, if not me? It's as good as done. I will do my duty.
Oh, God.
At your beck and call.
Okay, where are we at?
Here's my perfect moment. One fewer target. Follow my lead. Reduce to dust.
High momentum.
Indeed. At your beck and call. It will be done.
Are you kidding me?
For Von Valencius. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
I mean, seriously, dude. How many times is this guy
I
gonna
will do
dodge?
my duty. I took care of this one.
Took long enough.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
I'll see to it personally.
Good miss. Good miss.
I won't compromise my principles. I'll make it happen. He never stood a chance.
Ow.
On it. Who if not me? I'll see to it personally.
Advancing. Running binaric override. Request approved. Running binaric override.
Alright.
My competences are not that universal.
Almost got her.
Emperor, give me strength. Do not dare ask. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
If I must. Ancestors, guide me!
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Reduced to dust!
Aw, that's a shame.
Pay with your blood in the name of Kaela Mensha Kane! Just designate a target. This tedium is beneath me. You cannot force me, Alantag. If it serves your cause. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Indeed.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. I want my loot too, by the way. Mercy, Lady Navigator covers her face with her disfigured, scaly hands, each with an extra finger and conjoined phalangeal bones. Her clothes are covered in blood, mostly that of your servants, and several unexploded bolts are sticking out of her chest plate. Rotator, whether on purpose or out of ignorance, you are harboring a monster that is cunningly pretending to be an innocent maid. Spare me, and I, Alina Hateria Orsilio, will swear to tell you the truth about the madness that is devouring horses like a malignant tuner. Do not let the regent deceive you with his honeyed lies, lest the cursed child ruin your protector as well. Fate will be determined during trial. The unnaturally bulbous eyes of the navigator constantly shift between you and Cassia. Black secretions run out of cheeks instead of tears, leaving unsightly streaks. I, Elenia Hateria of House Orsilio, swear to tell the rogue trader nothing but the truth. May the God Emperor be my witness. Pathetic. Silence, with all due respect, House Orsilio has hardly covered itself in glory thus far today. It's time your representative answered before the rogue trader. Regent Ontario, representative of your house, made an attempt to allay Cassius' laugh and attacked a rogue trader. Rogue trader, House Orsilio humbly asked for your lenience and forgiveness. We could not even imagine these vile rats could be scurrying among our ranks. As for them sneaking into the rogue trader's palace and staging an unthinkable crime, God Emperor be our witness. The cursed renegades seek to spark a feud between our houses. Come now, Regent. We are already ready to tell you everything we know, so this is a mystery that can be remedied as quickly as possible. They are a madman who seek to destroy centuries-old traditions of our great house, so carefully nurtured by the previous Novator Tisiphone Orsilio. They deem the centuries of our rule as tyranny, and our most sacred relic a curse that must be destroyed. Fools, if the Atlas were to be destroyed, the whole house of Orsilio would follow into oblivion. They dread her power. Only a Novator can fully grasp the mysteries and harness the powers of the Starway Atlas. What the Renians call a leash, we call a guiding star. Everyone in the house knows the child is the keeper of the one true Starway Atlas, which once belonged to the great Novator Tisiphone Orsilio. The ungrateful wretches secretly hated her grace, and then Tisiphone abdicated her responsibilities and set off for parts unknown. They staged a revolt to destroy her successor. We believe it with all our heart. The Novator spent many cycles on the world where the child was born, and it is said that everyone who witnessed the miracle of her birth simultaneously departed for a destination known only to the Novator. Tisiphone gave the order and followed them soon after, leaving her precious gift, the Atlas, to Cassia, and therefore marking her as her successor. You know about special gifts for a special child. She was born with it and grew up under its influence. The instability sometimes hampered her education, but we learned to prevent most outbursts. As long as the child remains calm and remains in seclusion, powers cannot take hold of her mind. You should stay silent and then realize to call your statement false would be a lie. For many years, we managed to maintain the fragile balance within our house, but then the Novator's departure shook the faith of many. The treasury is empty, the navigators are scattered, the warp route are scrambled, and many of our allies cannot be reached, which is why they are so important to complete the child's education. It is Cassia's duty to take Josephine's place and lead the house to prosperity. Such is her great destiny. I think I've heard enough. Regent, acknowledge your words with a nod and wait for you to continue. Elena, what do you have to say in your defense? I do not know what it is you wish to learn, but I will start from the very beginning. Oh no. A long time ago, Tisiphone ascended the throne of Marcelio. She was a daring Novator who brought part of the house to the Expanse, hoping to strengthen our position in the Imperium. The house prospered, but Tisiphone was never satisfied. She went mad in pursuit of power, seeking more influence, more control. She saw enemies everywhere, even among her loyal followers. Paranoia was slowly driving Tisiphone insane, and one day she created the Starway Atlas, a relic that is implanted in our bodies at birth, a noose around our necks, our gift and our damnation. Tisiphone used the Atlas to control us, do our will, and mold our thoughts. If anyone put a toe out of line, she killed them with a glance. At first, many branches of House Orsilio tried to resist her tyranny, and Tisiphone cut them down with extreme brutality. For example, the entire Sethala branch was destroyed simply because its leaders asked too many questions about the Atlas and wanted to know the truth about its creation. Tisiphne's madness weakened the dynasty, and not long ago the Novtor vanished. Indeed, her loyal followers lie when they say she chose to retire. Truth is, nobody knows the truth. Hope she's rotting away in one of her secret worlds. Tisiphne passed her atlas on to the successor before fleeing the house, to a newborn child. We could not surrender the throne to a tyrant's creature. Tisiphne was cunning and treacherous. She must have hatched the entire plan beforehand. Her disappearance, the child, the transfer of the leash. We feared that one day she would be reborn in Cassia's body, and we could not let that happen. Largely, yes, but there is more. Have you never felt pure, unadulterated disgust while standing close to her, or perhaps fury or fear? Who but a monster would manipulate the minds and feelings of others, even more so than Tiffany herself did? Tisiphne always had plenty of opponents, but we were afraid to trust one another. Any of us could be spying on for her followers. We saved her strength and dealt with the first blow for 5 years after her heir was born, striking at one of the estates in Irtavi, but the girl survived. Regent Aranto hid her so far away and guarded her so thoroughly that it took us another 13 years to find her. And then another 2 years. Another 2 to get into the Regent's good graces and reach Iraq 5. Now Cassia is in the spotlight and the House Council is about to put her on the throne. Surely there's no better time to cut off the serpent's head. Helena clicks her tongue loudly. Regent Aranto is guilty of mass killings, intimidation, inhuman torture, abetting Tisiphne, and raising her heir. His crimes are many, but this one is not among them. I'd love to see his head on the chopping block, but honor prohibits me from slandering him in a trial before the Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader now knows about the Regent's atrocities and the girl's corruption. I hope I succeeded in warning you about the danger that lurks within Cassia, or Celio. Hey Cassie, you're an injured party. I think I'm ill prepared to make judgments of this kind. Cassie lowers her eyelashes and uses in a barely perceptible whisper. I am sure the rotator knows what I do better than I. Alright. Cassie watches you closely, holding your hands and then gesture a prayer. Alright. I mean, you call this a fair trial? Ridiculous. Everyone here is rotten to the core. All you are heretics and madmen. Curse you, curse you. Elenia would be the first navigator to be transferred into the servitor. Lady Elenia will make a remarkable service skill. I mean... I like doing rolls, but I just don't know that this is one you want to, I don't know that this is the one you really want to do, to be honest with you. To make her do it. I don't know which one is, I don't know which one's the right one. Like, this feels like... Lady Elenia burst into the hysterical laughter that is utterly bereft of reason. Rogue Trader allowed me to ask what fate awaits the esteemed regent and other members of my house. It pleases us to know that the enemy's schemes have failed to harm our relationships between our dynasties, but tell us, what future holds House of Relcio and Devon Valencia's protectorate? Area's insight gained. Oh, with great pleasure, our emissary will contact you and deliver the scrolls of your signature and seal. May the Emperor bless his new life. The Regent's sagging skin quivers when he says, "It would be highly disrespectful of us to refuse the aid of a rogue trader. We, Aranto Ursula, do hereby accept your offer. If you will allow, we will discuss the details later." Theodora von Valencia said it was a very open-minded woman, but sagacious Siphone did not support many of her endeavors, and neither should we. We are afraid House Orsillo will have to refuse the Rotator's offer. As we said earlier, the child must return to the fold of the house. We hope you're gracious enough to your acquaintance. Okay. Let's hope for the best. There's a pregnant pause. The regent stares at you as you're trying to peer through the skin, muscle, and bone to see the darkest corners of your heart. You are not wrong, Rotator. If you are willing to take care of the child while we deal with our problem, so be it. Though House Orsillo may have suffered the pain of schism, we can protect the child from our brother and lead her along the path of enlightenment to the Novator's throne. Alright, is that all of it? Alright, let's go finish this one up. Combat, man, always more combat. Every time I get attacked in my own stuff, it's just. I wish you could just go back to your ship from where you were. You wouldn't have to like walk through several places. Maybe there is a way. I don't know. These load screens are really, really long. I mean, not terribly long, but they seem to be longer than they should be. Turn to the ship. Alright. Back to the bridge. First, I want to go and talk to Factorum. Alright, so we got another round. Alright.
This is unacceptable.
Oh. Alright. So now we go talk to Cassia. Where is the bridge? Up here. Alright.
It is so fortunate you have come. I admit I was seeking you out myself. After the events on Dargonus, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color. You are the only one who I trust to hear this confession. The thought of being Novator both frightens and sickens me. How can I manage an entire house if I cannot even control my powers? I am just grateful to you for always being close and guiding me to the right path. Thank you, Rogue Trader. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls until you decide otherwise. On the contrary, Lord Captain. The mere thought of what happened tightens a grey-blue slip noose around my throat. To realize, again and again, how fervently your subjects hate you. I am sorry, Lord Captain. I should not have darkened your colors with my own struggles. I would never reveal this secret to an outsider, but you have come to my aid more than once already. The Starway Atlas is a sacred artifact of House Orcelio. It helps our navigators chart a course through the warp. This crystal, the Atlas, has been inside me for as long as I can remember, giving me strength. But the others... I noticed the renegades in the palace were choked by ashen ghosts of despair when we met face to face. I swear the ghosts were reaching for their atlases. But my atlas is much more powerful than the others. It's the Atlas of Tisiphone herself. That is what people have whispered behind my back my whole life, although no one knew for certain. But I always suspected. I simply did not wish to admit it to myself. Certain navigators in my house have tried to kill me more than once. But the tales of Tisiphone's brutality... I am beginning to wonder... What if they are all true? What if I will be a new tormentor to those who serve me?
I mean, I just gotta go for it. I didn't. I only meant that. I am at ease in your company. Subtle, looks away, a subtle blush blooming on her pale cheeks.
Thank you for listening. I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Okay. So now we just need to do that and this. That's working. We need to do that. These are apparently bugged, man. I don't know. I don't know where that is. Like, it should be here somewhere. It's on the bridge. Like, the personal one thing does not do anything. There is the one on... Okay, there's the one on the bridge, I guess. Your Lordship, the great mechanism has sensed your presence. Valencia's attack success. Machine Spirit is recognized the one who stands for it. The previous string of sacred code signifies a greeting as well as acknowledgement that you have included a certain task. Now the great mechanism stands ready to process your request. Answer lies beyond my bounds of knowledge. My supposition is that it might have something to do with your recent travels. Wait, request. Since my presence, how? The mechanism was molded from the forges of the Tactician mechanics so that it makes her a rub trader. It was in your presence that the machine spirit first manifested itself. Work with an omnicide and testament to his glory. I mean, that completed. This will be the last thing we do, and this, I think that'll be the last thing we do here. All right. Anyway, that was a pretty good thing. Got a little fight and some story. So anyway, we're gonna end it here. We appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you next time.